What's up, baseball fans, and welcome back to the channel. If you stayed up for all of Game 3, I salute you. What we just witnessed wasn't just a baseball game. It was an epic, an 18-inning marathon that will be talked about for generations. It was a test of will, a battle of attrition, and now, with the dust barely settled, we're staring down the barrel of a pivotal Game 4. The question on everyone's mind is a huge one. After a game that long, who is even left to pitch? Let's just take a moment to appreciate the sheer insanity of Game 3, 18 innings. That's literally two full baseball games rolled into one grueling, nail-biting, heart-stopping contest. We saw starters become relievers, relievers pitch more innings than starters, and position players warming up in the bullpen. It was a chess match where both managers, Dave Roberts and John Schneider, were forced to throw their entire game plan out the window and just manage by the seat of their pants. Every decision was critical, every pitch felt like it could be the last. And after all that, we got a walk-off finish that sent Dodger Stadium into a frenzy. It was pure, unadulterated baseball drama. But the celebration for the Dodgers has to be short-lived. That single game has completely shredded the pitching plans for both teams heading into Game 4. Think about it. The bullpens are absolutely gassed. We're talking about guys who threw 40, 50, even 60 pitches, who would normally have a day or two off. Now, they're being asked if they can maybe, just maybe, give their team an out or two just 24 hours later. This is where the depth of a roster is truly tested. It's not just about your aces anymore. It's about guy number 26 on the roster. Let's break down the situation for the Dodgers first. They burned through almost their entire bullpen to secure that win. Key high-leverage arms were used for multiple innings. This creates a massive domino effect. The guy who was supposed to be your setup man for Game 4. He probably threw 35 pitches in Game 3, your long reliever. He might have gone 3 innings, so who does Dave Roberts turn to? This is where strategic roster management from the entire season pays off. Do they go with a bullpen game by design, piecing together innings with whoever feels freshest? Or do they push their game for starter, asking him to go deeper than he normally would, knowing his safety net is almost non-existent? It's a huge gamble either way. A bullpen game is risky because you're constantly changing pitchers, hoping each one has their best stuff for just a few batters. Pushing your starter is also a risk. If he falters early, the game could get out of hand very, very quickly. Now let's flip over to the Blue Jays. They're in the exact same boat, but with the added sting of a soul-crushing loss. They matched the Dodgers pitch for 6 hours, only to come up empty. Their bullpen is just as depleted. John Schneider now faces the same impossible questions. He has to look at his pitching chart, which is probably covered in red ink, and figure out how to piece together 27 outs. Does he have a length guy who didn't pitch in Game 3? Maybe a rookie who they were hoping to shelter from the World Series pressure? Well, guess what, kid? Welcome to the show. The pressure is on. For the Blue Jays, the mental fatigue might be just as damaging as the physical fatigue. Bouncing back from a loss like that takes incredible mental fortitude, especially when your arms are aching. So what can we expect in Game 4? Honestly, expect the unexpected. This is where things get weird and wonderful. We could see a starter from Game 1 or to make a surprise relief appearance for one crucial out. We might see a pitcher go out there who is running on pure adrenaline, having had only a few hours of sleep. The first few innings will be absolutely critical. If either starting pitcher can give their team 5 or even 6 solid innings, it would be a monumental victory in itself, completely changing the landscape of the game and saving their exhausted bullpen. But if a starter gets into trouble early, you'll see the managers walk to the mound happen much faster than usual. There's no room for error. This is also a game where offense becomes even more important. A big, early lead would be a massive relief for either manager. It allows them to be more flexible with their pitching choices and not have to use their few remaining high-leverage arms in the 5th or 6th inning. A crooked number on the scoreboard in the first 3 innings could be the deciding factor, allowing a team to cruise with some of their less proven pitchers while the other team is forced to burn through what little they have left in the tank just to stay in the game. This is the beauty of postseason baseball, folks. One game, one incredible, unforgettable 18-inning game, has completely reset the series. All the careful planning, The rotation set weeks in advance, it's all gone. Now, it's about grit, determination, and which team has the depth and the heart to navigate the pitching chaos that Game 3 created. Who will step up? Which manager will make the gutsiest call? Game 4 isn't just another game in the World Series. It's the direct consequence of a modern-day classic. It's going to be fascinating to watch unfold. What do you guys think? Which team is in a better position? And who do you think will be the unlikely hero on the mound tonight? Let me know your predictions down in the comments below. I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can. This is what it's all about. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this breakdown, do me a favor and hit that like button and make sure you resubscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of our World Series coverage. We'll be back with more analysis right after the game. See you then.